Welcome back to the Changer Zone, where we pick things up and we put them down. Mainly my KD if you catch me playing games. So this is episode 2 of Get Lit, Get Fit with yours truly, Game XXX Triple Fat Changer. You might recognize me from my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GameXXXChanger. That's where you can catch me for all of my video game shenanigans and fun with viewers, where I play Fortnite, Destiny, and many other things. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about day number 2 in this new path of my life, where I'm trying out new fitness plans, workouts, life changes. And yesterday we talked about intermittent fasting. Today we're talking about willpower. So right after I started this new program, there was never such a huge hurdle that I expected to run across. The last 24 hours, I've been working for about 22 of them. So I'm running on very little sleep. It was very hard to stick to the sort of timing of the meals. I'll be honest with you guys, I cheated on the plan a little bit last night. So I went 12 hours without eating, and then I had about an 8-hour window of where I just, I ate all my lean meals, my proteins, my, carb allotment, starting to kind of track macros a little bit just to kind of have a general understanding of what my intake should be for a day. Not that I'm leaning particularly hard or stressful on how to count macros or, what that actually means scientifically, but just kind of a general healthy concept of what they are and how many I should be taking in. We could go into that on a future video, but basically just trying to be aware of what my body's intake is, when I'm eating through the day, and the time periods that I'm not eating, that I'm technically fasting throughout the day to spark up the metabolism. So after such a grueling work shift, going to sleep for about 2 hours, going back to work and working another 4, came home, passed out, got about, I'm going to say about 6 hours of sleep, and, that basically created the whole second fasting period for day 2. Not the best way to go about doing it, but the whole point of this program and this lifestyle is for it to be flexible and work with my needs, and that's what my needs were the other day. So I don't feel like I fell off track, short of the one slice of pizza that I had late in the middle of the shift, because that's all that was around me to eat. And that's a whole nother topic about surrounding yourself in a way that you can be successful, not having those cheat meals around you available. If I had better planning, I would have had more food available that I took with me to work that day. I wasn't expecting on working that long. But we're here to talk about willpower. So let's get back on track. So the willpower is, a tool of the body, and it has to do with how you prepare yourself for your day mentally. Another new inspiring concept, at least as far as new as recognizing it for what it is something called chunking. And, it was a process that a great magician, David Blaine, used when he froze himself in ice for an extremely extended period of time. And that's conquering your battles in little chunks. It's not what's going around my midsection. We're not talking about that right now. No, chunking is what it's called when you take a larger goal the brain sees as, not feasible. It's like going to someone down the street and saying, hey, do you want to lose 20 pounds? Yes, of course you do. Do you think you can do it in a week? Maybe not. But then going up to them and asking them, hey, do you want to lose weight? And that's the concept. And they're like, yeah, of course. And then you're like, do you think you can lose 1 pound in a week? And they're like, hell yeah. And they probably end up losing more than that, sticking to a routine. So it's breaking down the end goal into like little chunks, little battles that you can set yourself up for success. In particular areas of your life, it's okay to set the bar low so that you can create the ego factor, which basically you smash your goals, you got some heightened energy, and it helps roll you into the next goal. It helps build momentum. And you basically just keep rolling with that high energy, and that's what you have to do. So today was a great example of that. I definitely didn't necessarily want to go to the gym. I have very limited time, and it's one of the most precious commodities that you have. So what you do with it is really what defines you. And I went to the gym with an open mind. I was like, hey, I might be here for 10 minutes, I might be here for 20 minutes. Let's just do what you can. And that's the key. It's just be flexible with your lifestyle and just do what you can with it when you can. But don't do nothing. Don't sit on the side. The body thrives for routine. We're at our pinnacle of success when we have progress, which is just doing little improvements day after day to reach a goal. And that's what I wanted to do today. And sure enough, I ended up being there for about 40-45 minutes and getting a decent workout in. So that's what I encourage you to do. Take away from this video some basic concepts, which is creating yourself a routine that allows you to set yourself up for success and build your willpower. So set your bar a little bit on the low side. Just say, hey, I'm just going to go to the gym when I can today for 10 to 15 minutes. And then when that 10 to 15 minutes comes up, if you have the availability to do it in your day, be like, oh well, I'll just do another 5 minutes, and then so on and so forth. And then when you reach that point where you start to feel failure, you start to feel fatigue starting to set in, that's your body saying that it's doing the job right. So see if you can push it another 5 minutes, just another set of 5 minutes. Try to break those barriers and plateaus. And even if you don't do that, you still did a lot more than nothing, and it's still a step in the right direction. So we're all here for the same end goal. We'll reach there at different points and times in our life, but the point is that we're all headed in the same direction together. And take away the chunking aspect. Break your goals up, whether they're fitness, whether they're gaming improvement, whether it's work, love life, health, wellness, wealth, happiness, and love. So break it into little daily chunks that you will blow the goals out of the water, and all the little tiny wins and successes will get you to your final goal. And just use the best of your time that's available to you. It's one of the few things in the world that we can't ever get back. So start today. I encourage you. Tell me about your successes, your failures, your challenges. Leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn that little bell on for notifications on the next video. I'll catch you next time. Game Changer out.